An electric EV is a vehicle that uses one or more electric motors for propulsion. Electric vehicles include electric cars, motorcycles, buses, trucks, trains, and boats. EVs can be powered by an onboard battery or by a connection to an external electricity grid. A brushless DC (BLDC) motor is an electric motor that does not have brushes. The commutator is replaced by an electronic switch that turns the windings on and off in the correct sequence. This results in a smoother and more efficient operation than a brushed DC motor. BLDC motors are commonly used in electric vehicles because they are more efficient than brushed DC motors. They are also smaller and lighter, which makes them ideal for use in electric vehicles. A brushless DC motor is an electric motor that uses direct current to power itself. The motor is made up of a stator, which is the stationary part of the motor, and a rotor, which is the rotating part of the motor. The stator is made up of magnets, and the rotor is made up of coils of wire. When the stator's magnets are turned on, they create a magnetic field that interacts with the rotor's coils to create torque, or rotational force. The amount of torque created by the interaction between the stator and rotor depends on the strength of the magnetic field and on the speed at which the rotor is spinning. Brushless DC motors are more efficient than traditional DC motors because they don't have any brushes to wear out. They're also more powerful, meaning they can generate more torque per pound than traditional DC motors. You will find that these motors are used a lot more than brush motors because they are so much more accurate. The electromagnets are able to manipulate the stepping motors, and you can adjust the motor to make it work perfectly for whatever application you need. This rotator is a little bit noisy though because it works by vibrating and uses torque. There is also an open loop and a closed loop version. You will find that the open loop version is used a lot more, but this option does not have any way for the motor to give feedback, so it requires more engineering for these types of motors. This has to be done so that they can work better when there is a large load or when there is a larger inertia. You can also get a stepping motor to be used as an encoder, and this will turn it into a brushless servo motor instead of the stepping motor as it gets rid of the surplus.